one point in time was the big, great rising star in the boxing world, and Deontay Wilder was the WBC champion, and there was only one step left to get the undisputed championship for the heavyweight division, and Eddie Hearn had the opportunity to make the fight, but Eddie Hearn chose not to make the fight. He chose to engage in a bunch of chicanery, a bunch of media ploys, a bunch of, talk, but he was very unwilling to have Anthony Joshua step in the ring with Deontay Wilder. So I'm like, why would you start saying now that you're willing to make that fight if Deontay Wilder gets past Tyson Fury? And the reason that I can see behind this is that Anthony Joshua is just not the star that Anthony Joshua used to be.
Those are the words of Fannon, as you guys heard him claim that Anthony Joshua is not the star that he used to be. And he says that Eddie Hearn said a lot of shenanigans or a lot of talk, but nothing was done. Let me counterpunch. I think, first of all, when people tell me to counter this, it's easy to counter. Because if you're coming with an agenda, and if you're coming with I don't like that particular guy anyway, so let me talk shit about that guy, this is the type of videos that people make. There is no secret that Eddie Hearn is not the best fan, or should I say, the LDBC is not the best fan of Eddie Hearn. But I think what they're also trying to do, because they're not the best fan of Eddie Hearn, what they're doing is they're trying to discredit Anthony Joshua, which is that works with Eddie Hearn. Anthony Joshua not being the fighter that he used to be, where in the fuck does that show the numbers? Counterpunch. Where does it show where Anthony Joshua did a nosedive in popularity or sales or salary increase? Because, that's all you have to go on. You can talk shit till you turn blue. But at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, numbers don't lie. Right? See, here's one thing about Fannon and others or whatnot. Okay, because I do one at a time, because I do believe now that all LDBC channels are not alike. Similar, but not alike. Okay? You have more neutral channels that are more successful, like Blue. Then you have some guys like Fannon, which he's successful in his own right, but they have two different thought processes when it comes to this. But he's high on discrediting Anthony Joshua because Anthony Joshua works with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is the enemy, therefore Anthony Joshua is. That's what this is about. However, let's get back to the proof. Like Floyd, the proof is in the pudding. Let's talk about the proof, okay? If he was referring to Andy Ruiz versus himself the first fight, yeah, it was an upset. But did he come back? That's just like, listen, Anthony Joshua came in a rematch. Showed people not only that he, like Andy Ruiz starts saying he was stiff, he's not a good fighter. He got whooped and outboxed by a stiff robot fighter. And that made him look stupid. That's his fault. He shouldn't have took that road. He took that road, though. That's up to Andy. But everybody over there was, happy because they were like, oh, okay, now, so Anthony Joshua lost. Our American champion, Deontay Wilder, our world champion, right? Deontay Wilder. which they say American champion, a lot of them. I caught him saying that. He's still undefeated. Well, Anthony Joshua gets his belts back. He becomes a 2-time champion, unified. And Wilder takes an L. Well, what do you guys do when Wilder take an L? You guys know. Excuse, accusation, excuse. Tabloid, the Sun, the Globe, the bullshit, and after that, more bullshit. Okay. Anthony Joshua made $85 million. Andy Ruiz made 13. Where did it show Deontay Wilder making $85 million? Okay? That's the thing. And another thing, where does it show that Anthony Joshua has fell off at all? See, before Tyson Fury pulled his bullshit, him top rank and all this, before he continued his marriage with Deontay Wilder, they were both going to get, what was it, $150 million apiece? Cut down the middle? Right? So, again, where does it show Anthony Joshua fell off? Now, I would like to hear if he did or when he did, because I like debates. Debates are one thing, but lies are totally different. Okay? Narratives, that's the type of shit that people say just to try to prove to other people like, hey man, Joshua ain't the same no more. Where does it show that in the numbers? You can never say that Anthony Joshua did not, him and Jarrell Miller, by the way, but Anthony Joshua. You can't say when he came to Madison Square Garden, he didn't sell out in 2 hours. Okay, there's too many confirmed sources. Confirmed. Not bullshit, not damn channels, but confirmed sources that proves that, he sold out, broke a record, and sold out Madison Square Garden in like 2 hours. Okay? You can't say that he and Alexander Usyk, the fight that he's going to fight next month, that they did not sell out in 48 hours? Or was it 48? Or was it 4? I'm not sure. Right? But I think it was 48 hours to be safe. I don't want to say 4. But you can't say they didn't sell out in a short amount of time to see tickets to see this man fight. They can't say that. They can talk that shit. They can say what Eddie Hearn is going to do or don't believe in this, that, and the other. But they cannot say at the end of the day, okay? They can't say, oh, he's fell off. They can make you wish that, claim that, and they can say that Deontay Wilder is the biggest fucking star in the world, which he's taking 40% cut from getting his ass whooped in February of 2020. Okay? But he's increased. But how did he increase? He increased off the name of Joshua. Wilder wasn't, if there was no Joshua, because you got to remember, Fury wasn't really around yet. When Joshua made Klitschko fall, right? He was the next guy. He had that torch. And he had it by himself until Tyson Fury decided to come back and call out Deontay Wilder because he knew Deontay Wilder was the easiest fucking fight. Okay? He knew that was the easier fight. And Tyson Fury, for the record, he wanted to fight Anthony Joshua at one point, but he wanted 4 tune-ups to do it. And Eddie was like, hell no, I'm not going to pay you 4 times to fight to get tuned up to fight. No, you're going to fight. Which he could have had a couple, which he did. That's why he fought Wilder after that, right? He had two tune-up fights, then he fought Wilder. But Wilder was the guy that he began with because he knew that was the guy with less skills. He can talk that shit about being the second best heavyweight and the dangerous. He might be the most dangerous because of the punching power. You can't take that away from Wilder. But you can't say at the end of the day, if he fights both of them, how does he feel about both? Okay, especially if the outcome ain't in his favor, right? I just can't wait to see some shit like that. But anyway, wrapping this segment up, Anthony Joshua is not the fighter that he used to be. There's nowhere that proves Fannon right. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think about Fannon's claims that Anthony Joshua is not the same type of fighter. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.